Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and in this particular video we are going to understand a very basic but very powerful operator in JavaScript, and that is your type of operator. This will help you to know that what kind of data a variable is holding, and it's super useful for debugging and writing the clean code in JavaScript, right? The type of operator in JavaScript is used to check the data type of a value or a variable, and it returns a string that tells you whether it is number, string, object, boolean, function, or something else, right? So let's dive right in. Let's start. Now if I write let age equals to 34, let name equals to anything like Piyush, and let is logged in equals to true as a boolean, right? So what this age is having, this is having a number, this name is having a string, and this is logged in is having a boolean value with it. But do JavaScript know about it? Of course JavaScript know about it. And if we want that JavaScript give me the type of this particular variable, for that what we can do? Well, for that we simply write console dot log, put a bracket here, and inside of this I write type of, like this, and then we write age. Fine, like this, as you can see here. Now if you go to your website and check the console, you can see I'm getting a string, and that string is saying the type of that particular variable, and that is a number, right? Similarly, if I do the same for your name, right? So what name is having? The name is having a string, as you can see. The similar way, if I do for the is logged in that case I'm getting a boolean here, right? So this way we get the type of the variable in JavaScript. Now few more things which you need to understand. There are some important edge cases that are mostly asked in interview important, right? Fine. Now if you go to the JavaScript and write console.log, and inside of this you ask the type of null, this null, right? What do you think I'll get? What do you think? What is the type of this null? Do you know this? Is it a null only, right? No, it is not. Well, the type of null is a object. Yes, it is object. But why object? Null is not an object. Then why it is showing me the object? Well, this is a common interview question. The type of null gives an object, but null is actually not an object. And it is a historical bug in JavaScript that still exists today, right? That's why it is giving me the object, because it is what? It is a bug by JavaScript, right? And it is, that's why it is asked the most. Now let's do it for few more. Let's say I'm having let a, but I have not defined anything to this a. I'm just telling the JavaScript that there is a variable named a, right? Now if I ask the type of this a, right, type of a, in that case what do you think I'll get? Well, it will give me undefined, right? Since it is not defined in the JavaScript that what kind of value it is having, that's why it is showing me the undefined. So there is one more type, that is undefined. Fine. Now coming to the object, simply if you create a array or null or a proper object, in everything every time you will get what? You will get an object as a type of. For example, console dot log bracket. Inside this I write type of, and then I put this curly bracket and create an object here, that is John, right? And similarly, if I copy this 3 times, and here I create what? I will create a array, and inside this array I will write few values like this, and here again I'm going to write null. Let's do one thing, let's comment it down, this thing, right? Let's comment down this also, this also. Now if you go to your website and check the console, you can see in all the 3 cases I'm getting the type as object. It means if you are having a object with you, it of course it will give the type as object, but if you are having a array, in the array also you will get the type as object. And similarly with the null also, right? That's why I have written the null. In all these 3 cases you will get the type of as object. I hope you understood this concept, right? Now fine, now let's do one more case, that is I will create a function and the function name as greet, right? And here I will do what? I will return, let's and return anything, hi, fine. Now after this I will do what? Console.log bracket and the type of greet. Now if you put any function and you check the type of that, what the JavaScript will give? It will give it as a function. So the type is the function, right? Of course it is known, but many of the times when you have very bulky amount of data, in that case having any variable and knowing the type of that variable is difficult. In such cases we use this type of, right? That's why we are using it. Now if I'm saying that let sim equals to symbol, right, symbol, and bracket of it I'll write id. Now symbol is basically it is used to create unique identifier, mostly in the advanced code or libraries, right? So you don't need to go in very depth about it. But similarly, for instance, I'm telling you every type which is used in JavaScript, so I'm showing you this also, console.log and type of sim, right? Now this sim is having the type of symbol. As you can see, the symbol is a type, right? Similarly, if you write any big number, for that there is a type name big number. Sorry, for a big number it will have the type as big int, like this, as you can see, right? There is one more type of, and this is all about today's video. I have explained you almost every type of data type that your JavaScript is having. Uh, so this is all about today's video. Thank you so much for watching. We will meet in the next video very soon. Till then, goodbye.